So, spirituality is about self-discovery. It's something that my teacher said, and it resonated with me a lot, especially on a human level, but even in like the spiritual sense, right? In all type of spiritual texts, they speak about how you are a reflection of God. Essentially, you are God. And the deeper you start to really understand yourself and your essence and your being, you realize, like, damn, I am God, or I am a reflection of the universe, or whatever you really believe in. It's teaching you how to really follow this path and really step into your beingness and your God likeness, or just stepping into being the universe in itself. So let's take, for instance, in like the Vedic spirituality, Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva, right? These are three aspects of the universe. They're not they're not the only deities of the universe, but there are three aspects of it. Brahma represents the aspect that generates the world, brings life into things, and then Vishnu is the preserver, and then Shiva is the destroyer. People use the term like the God, operator, and destroyer. I like that term for the acronym of God. And people use those, well, the deities represent those three things. And essentially in your own life, if you can realize that you are the creator and the destroyer and a maintainer of your own reality, then in many ways you're a miniature version of God. Not saying that you're better than it or you're different than it, you're just more a condensed version of God in that sense, right? I think that's how my view of God and the universe is that the universe chose to come down as a young black man named Kevin that's gonna talk about spirituality, just like a God, just like the universe or God come down as, let's say, a drug addict on the street, or the universe come down as a plant that's on, you say, in the Bahamas or something. The universe and God chooses however it wants to experience this itself, and like I said, to come down as is. I think that a lot of people like to put their ego on, the universe or God, oh, it's masculine or it's feminine or it's this and that. And really, in my mind, how I perceive it to be, I should perceive it to be everything. I think, in my own opinion, I perceive the universe or God to be like the Force in Star Wars. It pervades through all, it works through all, and it's neither good nor bad, it just is. And saying that, you understand that you are God, and like I said, whatever His will or His or her will is, it's yours. And whatever your will is, so on and so forth, right? Now, it's not really, what's the word? Taking into consideration, like, there's actually higher forces above you that's making you think certain ways, but like I said, I'm gonna leave that for a different video. Then, like, taking it to like a human level, right? We have the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the rememberer of all, the recorder, like the greatest recorder. It remembers everything, even things you wouldn't even remember about yourself or just even about the world, period. About your environment, your mind. Take, for example, they say, like, you don't even know, let's say if you're not paying attention, that somebody's staring at you, something in your mind will let you know that something is staring at you. It may be a feeling, it may be anything, but that's in itself how great the mind is. Either just the subconscious, the unconscious, or, let's say even the conscious mind. It's very powerful. All of them are powerful, and they all tools that you can use to really maneuver through your life. But that's not a part of this video. Your subconscious mind hosts a lot of trauma. And not just bad trauma, but good trauma as well. Your good skills about yourself. A lot of things that you shunned about yourself to really be able to maneuver in life, trying to fit in, really. I think that's one thing one of my teachers said. She was like, I think when people associate the shadow, they associate with negativity, and they don't associate the positive aspects of your shadow that's longing to be rekindled and, brought back up to the surface. Like, for instance, me, I was never really, I don't know how I got like this fan of like music. I love music, but like for some reason, it's been a long time since I ever played music. And for some reason, I always felt like I was musically inclined. I feel like I was always good. Like, I had a good ear listening to music because I like hearing like how music is constructed and made. It's so interesting to me. And in many ways, I was always like shunning myself with music. I used to play violin. I don't play violin now, but I used to. And I really wish I kept playing it because it was just something beautiful about music and the creativity that it really allows for people to do. but that's something that was in my shadow that I forgot I even did. I forget I used to do it often. Like, it's too many things that I be forgetting I do often, and then, let's say, through my spiritual work or me meditating, like an old memory just pop up, and it be letting me know that, like I said, not all aspects of your shadow are just things that's deep and lodged inside your subconscious mind is very negative. It could be something positive that you just dropped off, and, you know, just really to adapt, really to adapt, or just to succumb to somebody else's perspective of you. I think that's really what it is. But when you start to really realize these negative and these subconscious negativities about yourself, or the shadow aspect of yourself, you really start to understand, like, damn, like, in order to really become whole, you need to assimilate these type of things. You need to really integrate these type of things and accept yourself for who you are. Another video idea I got in mind is the idea of becoming perfect. And my idea of becoming perfect is more about becoming whole, right? And becoming whole is accepting yourself, your flaws, your negativities. And let's be honest, when you are whole, people see you as kind of perfect in a way. And it's not perfect in a, oh, he's perfect, but it's more about you can be yourself and you understand yourself. And like I said, you were a whole individual. People are out in society looking for pieces to make them whole, when in actuality, you whole as is. You just got to realize it, and you got to accept it. But that's beside the point. Through really building throughout your traumas and really understanding them and growing with them and learning to really reparent yourself and heal yourself and, you know, grow, you start to really know yourself on a more intimate level. A lot of people don't have intimate relations with themselves. I didn't have one for a lot of my time. Like, now it gets to the point now, I'm in my part of my spiritual walk where I'm like, it's exciting for me to like plan like dates with myself. I got it from a book called The Artist's Way. It's a spiritual path to creativity. Literally, like the first part of the book, it says you're gonna need to do two things, but I'm just gonna share one of them. Basically, have like a date with yourself. Like, always set these times aside for yourself where there's nothing else going on. Just doing something that you like, doing something that you love, and don't ever allow anything to get in between it. And that's essentially what it is. You're getting more intimate with yourself. You really starting to understand yourself on a deeper level. And with these type of dates is that you're really doing something that you used to love, or trying to find something that you and your inner child is like, you know, geeked about, so you can and your younger aspects can do it and really develop yourself with it, really. I think that's really what it is. And with this creativity and a lot of this new self-discovery about yourself, or this really this rekindling of love for yourself, you really start to in the physical act out self-love and just you loving yourself as a human being, as a God. And I think that's really what it's about. I think I could go deeper on this, but I'm gonna use that for another video. But yeah, spirituality is about self-discovery, finding yourself, being able to be yourself, being whole in yourself, whether it's positive or negative. And I think that it is very essential to really living and really prospering in a spiritual type of life. I think that my goal, I want to really reach like a lot of spiritual heights, and as much as I want to shortcut things, you cannot. I think that's the thing about wanting to really achieve a lot of great things, that there's zero shortcut. You got to go through it the hard way, the long way, and you got to take your time with it. Point blank, period. So thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.